What's up, everybody? I'm back. It's me, Erica. Okay, let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me get to my original tweets, child, because I've been going back and forth with people all morning. Honey, the logic that the people use who are Monique and Portia stans, because they're kind of alike. If you look at the people who like Portia, they like Monique, right? This is the Real Housewives of Potomac review, in case y'all just made it out here. Go ahead and like and subscribe and comment and let the demon know you stopped by. I'm just talking about Portia and Monique stans and how there's a really like the type of people that really will make excuses for girls who are pretty, the bad behavior that pretty girls. We like the girl because she's pretty. I feel like a lot of people like Portia, like beyond she's pretty and that's it. And Monique, she's pretty and that's it. Like there's nothing else. And like the gymnastics and the flips and the acrobatics that people are going through to defend the girl's behavior is beyond me. But then want to turn around and accuse. I don't understand why Wendy can't stick up for Candace, but it's okay that Ashley can write a whole statement assassinating Candace's character. That's okay. But Wendy telling the bitch who did it, bitch, you're a snake. Something's wrong with that. She's getting in the business. Because if nobody got in the business, if everybody stayed as neutral as Karen, then Candace wouldn't have any support. I'm glad that Wendy is there because Giselle and Robin just don't like Monique. So that whoever side is on the other side of Monique, that's where Robin and Giselle sit. Karen, we could see she's playing both sides of the fence, right? And Ashley, we see whose side she's on. So without Wendy there, Candace would be sitting by herself. And if it's okay for Ashley to write a character assassination letter, it's okay for Wendy to stick up for Candace. Because she clearly, I'm even surprised that Giselle said, I'm sorry, Candace. I'm surprised somebody said, we are sorry. Like, nobody has even apologized. Like, I'm sorry you're going through this. Not on camera, nothing. And the thing is that people believe that Candace's mouth is so reckless when everybody's around here quoting Nene from her reckless ass mouth, and that's okay. Right? We can quote Nene's isms all day, and everybody thinks it's fun and it's cute. But that's the point of this show, is to read and shade a bitch. And if you cannot be on a show where somebody is mocking you in a playful way, and you take it and you turn it into this physical assault, and then somehow the physical assault is justified because the girl has a mouth, where are you? Why are you on this show? Because if you're triggered by somebody mocking you and reading you down, and you don't have the capacity to grasp and get the words so that you can retaliate with your words, and so now you black out and beat one of your girlfriends up, a cast member, and somehow it's because of Candace's reckless mouth. This is what the show is about. Because 2 episodes later, Karen is mimicking and mocking a bitch she don't like, Wendy. Mocking the way she walks and everybody's laughing. But if Wendy would have got mad at Karen and beat her ass, would she be within her right? Because that's the logic that we're using, that you've applied to Monique and Candace's situation. Candace's mouth is reckless. When what she was really doing was, I'm asleep and we're bored because you're making up shit that don't make sense. And Monique's actions afterwards are justified because Candace is reckless with the mouth. What y'all have to learn is this. People who have reckless mouths are going to say things that make you want to fight them. So if you don't want them to say anything to you, leave them alone. Period. Leave Candace alone. If not, like last night I was on Twitter. We're going to get into the episode. Last night I was on Twitter and somebody said something crazy slick to Candace. I don't follow Candace. I was just following the RHOP tag, right? Because I don't follow none of them. Let's be very clear. And I saw Candace, this lady said something real slick and crazy to Candace. Candace said, lady, please go away before I hurt your feelings. But now if Candace said something crazy back to the woman, oh my God, Candace wished death on somebody. Oh my, y'all gotta stop fucking with people who have slick mouths. And like I said last night, based on what Ashley did to Candace, I hope Candace brings a butter knife. I hope she brings a machete, an axe, a chainsaw. I hope she never takes her foot off of Stewie Darby's neck. I hope she never does. And then for Karen to turn around and to say that Candace in self-defense released the glass, and so that is the reason why you're taking a neutral position, because two wrongs don't make a right. What fucking sense does that make? If I'm acting in self-defense and you're really going to sit here and say I'm neutral because two wrongs don't make a right, where was the wrong? If I was acting in self-defense. And I'm waiting for Candace to tell everybody. What are you talking about? She said, I released the glass. That's what she said. So Candace was supposed to let Monique hold her head down on a fucking table, beat her in the head with the other hand, and her not do anything like the gymnastics that y'all are doing to justify Monique's behavior. And then, Monique, you got a binder for Candace. But where are the surveillance tapes for Michael Darby allegedly sexually assaulting somebody in your home? Where are those tapes? I can't believe that you're going to sit here and have a binder for Candace. And in protection, ask a bitch who said you was drunk and that's the reason why you had miscarriages and you had 4 drinks. That you was a drunk bitch driving into ditches and you're going to seek her assistance to help you. Y'all some bitches, y'all some snakes. Like, that's raggedy as hell. And what Karen's doing, that shit is raggedy. And I can see, because I couldn't understand why Candace is mad at Karen. I'm like, girl, hopefully when you see this back, you will see that she told the girl to apologize. She told the girl I would have pressed charges. But now you're saying I'm taking a neutral position because Candace released the glass in self-defense and two wrongs don't make a right. Somebody please explain that to me, because either I'm slow or delayed, because I don't understand that. How the hell you taking a neutral position? I'm trying to understand, because I was confused at the end of the episode. How the hell I'm going to take a neutral position because you acted in self-defense? So that means if I acted in self-defense that the other person was the aggressor, right? But you still taking a neutral position? Girl, you make no sense. Y'all make no fucking sense. So Candace was supposed to just get beat up? Y'all don't make no sense to me, child. I would never, if I was Candace, every time I saw that big head bitch, I would have the venom for her ass. I would spit it. Bitch, you still laying on your back for a coin? Every time. I would have something new for her every time. Every time. You afraid you're going to be under a freeway sleeping with your mama? Eating tap water ice cubes? Is that why you laying down with Gullum, with a White Walker? Every time I'd have it. Oh, you were really vicious to my husband. And the way that Michael was talking about Candace when Ashley called him later, y'all don't like Candace. So you're not doing this for Monique. You did this for yourself and revenge. Because every time Candace sees Ashley, she got it for her. Candace wasn't about to get up at the reunion. Liar. You sitting there lying. Well, what she did at the reunion, yeah, because she told you that you waiting on pins and needles for that man to die so you can collect your little check, so you won't be under a freeway with your wig wearing mama. So somehow, all of a sudden, she's so aggressive. But you walked up to Robin in season 1 and told her, you're living a life that isn't conducive to happiness. You was in that woman's business. And then y'all say Candace has, who does Candace have it for? I want y'all to tell me, who does Candace have it for? Who else has Candace fooled with on this show besides Ashley? Because Ashley can get revenge all she wants. Get it. Like Candace told you, bitch, I see you. Get the revenge, girl. Get the revenge. Have your little babies. Collect your little check. Because Michael Darby doesn't like Candace. And Candace is a liar. No, Candace knows the truth, and she could really read y'all down if she really wanted to. And then for Ashley to say, I don't go by words, I go by actions. And that's the reason why you're writing a letter for Monique. So if you don't go by words, what's wrong with Candace talking shit across at the reunion, talking shit from across the room to you, if you don't go by words? Because then that means words don't mean nothing. The Twitter don't mean nothing. Twitter don't mean nothing if you go by actions. Candace ain't done shit to you. I'm trying to understand. Somebody please tell me, who else has Candace fooled with in this show? Because when she first came to the show, she was going back and forth with Giselle, right? Wasn't anything serious. It was just war of words with Charisse. Her and Charisse are cool now. Her and Giselle or whatever. They know who, they see each other. So who else? Monique? Y'all stop being friends. Why? Because you was going so hard for Ashley and she couldn't understand. Bitch, how the fuck you going so hard on a bitch who is making implications that you lost? You had a miscarriage because you was drunk. And all of a sudden you forgive her because she's going through motherhood just like you. And for the record, I don't believe that Ashley had a miscarriage. I don't. For the record. Now let's get into the review. I think I'm done talking about this shit. This shit is crazy to me. Everybody is bored about these episodes. Yes, because if a camera was following you and your boring ass friends around, it would be just that. Uneventful, walking around, going on bikes out here, doing all this stuff. That's how you and your girlfriends would be. Y'all want to look for conflict. So do y'all want the VH1 antics? Or do you want the women to have regular conflict, not something made up or contrived or created by a producer? What do y'all want? Like, this shit is crazy to me. Y'all so bored at these episodes because these bitches are not fighting. But when they're fighting, oh my God, they're giving black women a bad look. What is it? Do y'all want regular to watch these women? And because if we really want to keep it real, Potomac, they're really a bunch of regular ass women. Like, just regular, when I mean regular, they're not flashy with fashion. They're not flashy with their homes. They're not driving flashy cars. It's not flashy. None of that is happening on this show. Look at their fashions. Look at how Ashley was dressed for the dominatrix party, Miss Freak of the Week. She had on a red lace bralette with some pink pants and some black shoes, looking like a fucking meth head. That's what you look like, homegirl. You look like you need to be under a freeway. That's what you look like. Look at Giselle. Y'all not. Candace came through, and Ashley the entire episode showing how much, when Candace did her little performance of her song down at the pool, Ashley was looking like a hater. When she came through dressed in her leather shit, Ashley was looking like a hater. Bitch, you don't like Candace. And that's what the problem is. And I hate to say that another woman is jealous of another woman, but the real tea is, like Candace told you on the last reunion, bitch, I came out of my mother's vagina and I have what you're laying down with an old ass man to get. I don't have to fuck nobody to get it. And that's your problem, bitch. You over there laying with that dry scab of an alligator man. And I just came out of a womb, bitch, and I'm set. Because like I said the last time, if Candace wanted to get into Ashley's ass about her mama, she could. And y'all, and all of these women have married hard so they could afford the life that Candace's parents afforded her. And somehow, some way, she's a spoiled brat and she's reckless with the mouth and all this other stuff. Bitch, no, you met your match. Like you met your match with Kenya. Y'all don't like it. Like when Kenya said, the bitch brought a wig, I brought the mistress. What do you want to do, bitch? Don't fuck with people if you don't want them to react another way. And don't come on a show where we read and we shade each other down and you can't take it and you want to resort to physical violence. That's why they don't have security on this show. Because, bitch, we're here to verbally attack each other. What do you think of Nene and Claudia in Puerto Rico going back and forth? You think Monique could have handled what Claudia was giving to her? Every time Nene said something to her, Claudia had a comeback. A factual, real comeback. College educated. Spell bridesmaid. The S is not silent, honey. You think Monique would have took that? Or she would have want to fought Claudia? Come on, y'all. This is what this show is about. Your mouth is supposed to be reckless, bitch. And then Karen, you down here telling Candace how to talk to Ashley. Fuck Ashley. The way that Ashley went on you about your tax situation, man, fuck Ashley. Ashley didn't bend over backwards to apologize to nobody. All Ashley did was fake a miscarriage, and I'm down here to say it. I don't believe she had no miscarriage. Her and Mike over there crying. He over there looking like death warmed over. Fake crying, and then 2 minutes later, you down in the basin putting your fingers in somebody's ass. Man, get the fuck out of here. Fuck Ashley. So they gloss over the they show the pictures from Embellish website. And Robin, you 40, Giselle, you 50. Everybody was telling me Giselle is 50. I don't know what kind of look you going for, Robin. And to everybody else's point, I get it. I get what you're saying. Because that would be the demographic that you want to speak to the 40 plus. Because ain't nobody under 40 wearing them hats. Let's just call it what it is. Ain't nobody wearing them hats. This is for the mama who got a bad hair day and she want to put a cap on her head and she got to go. So, I mean, if all those pictures, all you had was those 2 pictures from Karen, I don't believe it. I believe y'all was on some bullshit with that. And just the way to get at her. Don't put that bitch's pictures on your website. That's really what the conversation between her and Giselle probably really looked like. Girl, this is your business. Don't put that bitch's face on your website. And that's what it is. That's what that looked like to me. Here comes Candace in her white little bikini looking fly again. Ashley. And then the episode before the episode comes on, they do like a behind the show where they put the little pop-ups on the screen. And it said that Ashley brought a breakfast, lunch, and dinner outfit for every day and some extra clothes. Bitch, we can't tell. What the fuck did you have on? First you had on this blue outfit with this yellow coming over. Then you had on pink, red, and black, looking like Giselle's living room. Y'all look a mess. Y'all look a mess. Y'all look a mess. How you gonna have a dominatrix party and you dressed in some worn out leggings and a lace bralette? Girl, get out of here. Yeah, and then you wanna look at Candace crazy because she stepped through. Looking like motherfucking Catwoman out here. About to whoop your ass. Looking cute. Ass looking fat and cute. Like she was out here and y'all can't stand it. And look what you're giving, beauty queen. And you, girl, man, Ashley, the fuck out of here. Ashley's dominatrix outfit was giving my drug of choice is meth. That's what it was giving us last night, okay? I'm done with the episode, y'all. I don't understand how 2 wrongs don't make a right. And I was acting in self-defense. So where's the second wrong that we're talking about? Because if I was acting in self-defense, bitch, I wasn't wrong. Karen, you sound like a fucking idiot. You sound like a goddamn fool. You're going to say, well, I'm just waiting for Candace to tell everybody. Everybody can read Candace's statement. Everything she said up until that glass was she was in some type of alt. Her hair was on the ground. What she say in her thing? She grabbed my hair with one hand and was hitting me in the back of the hand, back of the head on with another hand. And somehow, in self-defense, that was considered wrong. Like, girl, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't like the way Michael spoke. Candace is a liar. No, you're the liar. You're the one who cheats on your wife every season. You're the one who has been accused multiple times of sexually assaulting people on the set, the cast, or the crew and the cast, and then making statements about grabbing people's asses. But everybody is the liar. But you, Michael, white man from Australia. No, you're the liar. You're the liar, and I feel I'm so offended that Ashley can, if Michael was Juan or Chris or Ray going around touching people's asses every season, you've been accused of something, that it would be a big mess. And if Michael was sexually assaulting women, it would be a really big mess. But because his target is men, and he's white, there's nothing going to happen to him. And you wonder why Harvey Weinstein got to flourish in Hollywood. Because people are allowed to do these things and remain on sets and around people when he is really a detriment and a liability to the fucking franchise. But no, he's white and he's rich. And so we're not going to say nothing about Michael Darby. And Michael Darby gets to call everybody else a liar. But we've seen him in hotel rooms. And the fact, and Ashley, the fact that Candace had that shit on Michael and them strippers and didn't use that against you as ammunition and decided to tell you, hey, Ashley, I want to tell you this because I know we're trying to get to a good place. And then you come and do this. I hope she never takes her foot off your head. Never. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. I'm out.